Okay. Alright, cool. So, the Curse and Coolness mod is smaller now. The text is smaller for some reason. And also it looks a little different. But I think it's still gonna work fine. Kyle has made some other mods and they're freaking great. I'm not gonna use them during these streak runs. But I've been playing around with one of them. He made one, he made two that are kind of based off of Isaac characters, or at least, you know, the core idea of Isaac characters. He made one that is essentially the Lost with Holy Mantle, where you have one heart. On that one, Kyle, I think you can't pick up master rounds to gain an increased amount of heart space, but can items increase your amount of health? Like, or do you just reset to one heart at the end of a room no matter what? So whenever you clear a room as that one, I think, no matter what, you go back to 2 hits, like a half HP, or an HP and a half. It's actually a little weird because you could still die to, Oh, another thing about that one. Can you die to jammed enemies in one hit in the Lost Challenge mode? Because that's something about the Lost. The Holy Mantle absorbs all hits equally. Even though champion enemies in Isaac do double damage, it negates that. Not that it needs to be the same, but I think it would make cursed enemies, like, or jammed enemies, like, super threats. Wow, that was fast. A lot of money really quickly, too. Alright, well, Smiley's gonna get killed first because he stood at a good spot for us. Whoa! Dude, I was doing this when I was doing all those Eden runs, this fight, and I was like, this fight's so easy, it's gotten so easy, and immediately, like, I was just saying that to myself for no reason, and immediately as I said that, I just jumped into a bullet, like, dodge rolled into a bullet mid-word. It's fucking hubris to the max. It is probably the most consistently easy to flawless. You can still fuck it up if you're stupid, which I oh god! That was a weird time for lag. Yuck. Yuck. Bad drops. More than one key. Ooh, sling and a key. Sling and a miss. We need 3 more monies for that, though. Hey, that's a mimic. That's a pretty, actually fantastic mimic. I was gonna complain about how long and rough my day was at work today, but it wasn't. I gave up one of my shifts today, and it was pretty fantastic to hang out with Jackie. We went and had like a really nice lunch, and we fixed her car, which I fixed her car, I mean, I should say. Battery was dead. I fixed it by just connecting my battery to her battery with jumper cables, and then waiting, and then starting it up. She tried to start it up a couple times and it didn't work. And then I was like, oh, no, I got this. And then I made it work. It was pretty cool of me. It proved that once again, I'm a natural-born genius. And secondarily, that's it. It's just that genius thing. Cannot use that on a lot of enemies in this one. It sucks that, like, getting poison is essentially, like, pointless for this freaking floor. Oh, wow. Not worth it. You've got to be kidding me. Not at all worth it. Why didn't my... Dude, that sucked. Alright, okay. Every bit of health I made on the last floor is now gone. Cool. God damn. This is not the character for that kind of horse shit. It could take me, like, at least an entire another floor before I see another, another armor. How did I jump into that pit 2 times? For wasting a blank on it. It's Saturday night. On Tuesday, I talked to Nate, and he told me he rewatched over the course of like a week or something. He rewatched Spider-Man 3. Like he would start watching it and then realize how trash it was, and then he'd stop and he'd come back because it would be like suggested to him on Netflix or something. And I guess it just got put on Netflix. I didn't really realize that it was not on it before. But I remember watching Spider-Man 3 in theaters with my younger sister, and us both leaving, like, essentially just being like, what the hell did we just watch? Like, and earlier in the week, maybe like Monday or Tuesday, I watched a video essay about why the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are worse than you remember. And I think they're really bad. I don't have any nostalgia for them. I thought Spider-Man 2 was the pinnacle of them, and I thought Spider-Man 1 was good because there had never been a superhero movie that was like that treated its subject matter with any sense of gravity. It was all cheesy. Like, I guess Tim Burton's Batman was pretty grim and dark, but there was something about... My fucking god, this is terrible. There's something about Raimi's Spider-Man that felt like both goofy and, like, I don't know, kind of like joyous. We gotta buy some armor. We gotta find some stuff to sell. This is horrendous. How am I playing this badly? I just, like, I need to have no goddamn pits anywhere near me. Of course it's locked. Alright, might be a key in that brown chest. Might be something worth selling in that brown chest. Might be something like the drill in that brown chest. We'll never know. Actually, now that I said the drill, I think I actually want to go open that brown chest. And just, if there is the drill, get it. If there's anything, I'll get it. Sell it if it's bad. Use it up. I'm gonna use up the rest of this laser. We're not gonna get hit on this boss, or we're fucked. And burn through this. Stay far and wide. You know what I kind of miss? Like a pre-internet thing I kind of miss, which is just dumb of me to kind of miss it, because I can still make this work if I want to. I miss being surprised by movies. So, like, I think I was in high school when Spider-Man came out. Oh, fuck. And I think the only reason I remember that, I think it was 2001 or 2002. It's either 2001 or 2003. Because there was going to be a scene where Spider-Man snared like some robbers or something who did a bank heist. This was in like a trailer or something like that. In a web between the World Trade Towers. Maybe this is before Spider-Man 2, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Regardless, that didn't make it in the movies. They just had like a big American flag thing. Oh fuck, that was so close. Because, I mean, you can't. You just can't. Is this really? Plunder's not that terrible. It did have a key. Alright, let's see. How much is this? 54, 30, 30. Here's what we're gonna do. I had the sling. Forgot all about the sling. Let's look at this. So that's 60. That would put us at 11 to buy. We're gonna buy that. Buy this. I'll buy this. We're gonna open both of these greens, and we're not going to the oubliette. Oh my god! I'm so glad I opened that green. We're just not going to the oubliette, unless destroying this chest gives us a key. Then we're absolutely going to the oubliette. Nope. Okay. I mean the Abbey. We're on the oubliette. I think this is going to be right here. No? Well, right here. Don't have another blank. Okay. That's fine. I think we did close to as well as we could have. Taking this run from like garbage to okayness. Oh. God, my health was a major problem. Thank God for keys. I think you have an increased chance of getting a key drop if you enter a floor with 0 keys. I think that's just a part of the game. Yeah, let's get some curse here. So now we're at 1. Okay. I love the R-Type or the Raiden or whatever it's called. Probably not gonna have enough money for this one. It's also a very, very challenging one, so might be for the better. That was very easy to get to, because of course it was. Oops. Yeah, I remember knowing pretty much nothing about the first Spider-Man movie when I saw it. And being very impressed as, like, a teenager. Because I think it had the biggest opening weekend of any movie up until that point. It was like surpassed Jaws or something like that. I think it's kind of the thing that started making opening weekends like the big deal. Jaws was like the big summer blockbuster that, like, I think before then movies weren't really pushed as like summer family events that everybody was essentially required to go see if they wanted to, you know, have anything to talk to anybody about. What the fuck is my... I didn't mean to dodge roll that second time. I meant to reload. Yeah, I remember that movie being like a very, very welcome surprise when I saw it. And then I remember loving Spider-Man 2, the one with Doc Ock, but like, I think it's one of those, like, you love it because you don't have anything to compare it to, more than like, hey, this is a good movie, you love it on its own merits. Like, I don't know. It's very strange to me that I remember thinking it was just like a fantastic movie, like maybe a flawless movie at the time, and it's just so terrible on rewatching. The first one. Second one, still a little better. I like Doc Octopus's character. And then it had the Spider-Man 2 video game, which was like the thing that made web swinging, like reasonable web swinging in a video game, like a thing. And then I remember Spider-Man 3 going and seeing that with my sister. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, it's the combo. So we need some other way to make money. It's the freaking combo. We need the ability to steal badly. Oh, well, there it is. Here's what we gotta do. He doesn't have anything worth stealing. How was it? Was it wonderful? This is not going to give me enough of a charge. Nope. To steal again. So I have to think about this very, very carefully. I can buy the Elder Blink and then do nothing else on this floor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still doing the, I'm still doing the streak. So, I'm doing regular runs for that. And I need to record one. I need a miracle right now. It's not a miracle. Okay. I could either buy this and a key and still have the ability to steal on later floors. Fuck it, dude. Let's just get the Elder Blink. And then we don't have money to do anything else at all. But that's okay. Oh, I already found the secret room. Alright. Yeah, but I started talking about one thing and then I totally spaced on what I was talking about. But there were a number of movies that I'd seen in theaters back in the day with complete surprise. Like, you didn't go to the movies after doing a million research and seeing what the Metacritic score was and etc. and etc. You just fucking went to the movies sometimes. Someone would have something they wanted to see, and you would have nothing you cared about at all, so you would just pick something out. I saw Wall-E with, I think, my girlfriend at the time, like completely at random. No idea, heard nothing about it, which, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but like Pixar is a juggernaut. Pixar is like, even then was the studio for CG movies. I think Disney had done like Chicken Little and some random shit, Meet the Robinsons and stuff like that. I think it was before the acquisition of Pixar. And then DreamWorks had done Shrek and like other movies that felt like, I don't know, they did Shrek and Shark's Tale and Ant-Z or Ants and movies that always felt like they were you know, riding on the coattails of Pixar. And then there was B-Movie and a couple other things, but like Wall-E, I just like went and saw and was floored by. Or the first half of that movie just about has like no real dialogue, and I didn't know what it was about. The second half is weird, and it's all about fat people in space and doing your duty to save the ecology and not being a slave to a robot. But, oh, hit him. Hit him. How far does that go down? Right, not all the way. Yeah, what a surprising movie to see out of the blue, you know? And a good one. Like, touching. I just went and was like, oh, it's a Pixar movie. I've heard nothing about this. Let's go watch it, me and whoever. And now, like, I knew about Incredibles 2 a billion years before it was released. And, even then, it's still just like, what the fuck is wrong with me and pits on this floor, or on this run? I've been diving into pits over and over and over. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. Alright, we're not gonna make this the 10 millionth robot Mega Dowser run. What's going on with me? Why am I, like, failing to dodge roll when I need to? Including in such obvious situations as there's a giant pit in front of me. I think it's this controller. I think I'm, like, getting in my own brain about whether I'm supposed to be reloading or rolling because the buttons are right next to each other. Do this for the absolute minimum charge time. I mean, I should pretty much guaranteed flawless the rest of this run. That in mind, let's try to just flawless it for real. On top of having that blank protection. Oh, wow. Lots of red hearts with not lots of... Alright, let's just be smart. Don't jump into any fucking pits. Are you kidding me? I did it like in the room that I said to not do it. What is wrong with me? Definitely right here. Oh, cool, 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 cool. Look at how much health there is on the floor. God, why do the developers hate the robot so much? We can only get one key. Cool. It's another active item. We're not, I mean... Alright, whatever. We got the, we have the safest run imaginable. Some coolness would be alright. But, even still, we have the safest imaginable run. Yeah, I got not only do I have a piece of gun knight armor, yeah, not literally the safest imaginable, but I have the flak jacket, or full metal jacket, and I have the elder blank. So it's basically just don't get hit twice back to back with no time in between, and you'll be all right. What would be the safest imaginable run in this? Like, extremely high coolness, potion of lead skin or something like that? And then also this. Ton of, like, damage mods. So that you're killing everything in one hit. Modifiers, not modded programs. It's a heart flask. Oh, I already have, yeah. Full metal jacket and elder blank is pretty ridiculous. Heart flask? You talking about like the Estus flask thing? The old knight's flask? I don't see how that would help the robot at all. I could also have like the Chaos Stone, I think is what it's called. Crisis Stone, that's it. That's true. I've been hit, oh god, using the Old Knight's Flask because I don't use it very often when I have it, because I don't go into the red health very much. What? I hate that. You should not be able to accidentally go through his challenge room. That fucking sucks. I've had that happen at least once before, where you lose a chance to do that run because the floor loops, and it loops in a way where if you didn't go down, I guess, what they thought was the more obvious path. I mean, I know it's random generation or whatever, but like, if I had gone left instead of right there, I would have hit it first. I think that there should be a contingency when there's two paths into that fight, which I think there always are, or into that room. One of them he should have a secondary room that he can put a challenge on. It's crazy, like, I think because of a lot of the balance that they put into this game with the DPS cap and things like that, you can't, like... So in Isaac, I was playing, just getting greed modes out of the way. And I had a bunch of runs where I had a lot of health, things were looking really good, but I didn't have much damage. I had, you know, greater than starting damage, but not enough. And I kept screwing up and dying. Like, it just wouldn't work out for one or another reason. Then I got one run where I got up to 17 damage with 5 rate of fire, and I just obliterated the rest of the run. Like, it just was over. All right, we're going to use up one or both of these because we're going to sell them. Defense is important in Isaac, but its offense is so much more important. I'll choose both of these. And it's weird that it's so much more important. Because, like, even though I think Greed does have super armor, it doesn't work the same way as a DPS cop. Oh my god. This is firing so slow. Ooh. I bet I would have been hit a bunch of times if I didn't have the space friend there. That was crazy. Didn't even use my Elder Blank once. Oh my god, the keys, finally. Oh my god. The money and the coolness. That's what I wanted. Yuck. Alright, so we gotta do this. Alright. Fuck yeah. Alright, didn't expect that. So I think the difference between super armor and a DPS cap is that anything that does damage tends to max out the damage you can deal. So if and there's a lot of stuff in Isaac that gives you like I wouldn't say full damage, but like gives you like as close to instantaneous damage as you can imagine. There's a lot of items, like a lot of orbitals do instantaneous damage, a lot of familiars do instantaneous continual damage. Oh my god. Well, I really hope I can get that. Where's that for? Is it a fountain or a mirror? We'll definitely get it. But I'll put us at 7.5. We'll beat the boss first. We just might have a little angry lich. Yeah, the super armor seems to make it like... So let's say I have... I don't know. Meat Boy or something. And I'm using And that's constantly hitting whatever boss I'm up against that has super armor. Well, that's going to be the most damage I can deal out. Me shooting on like greed or ultra greed is actually doing either nothing or very little. And what it is doing is just hitting that limit, that super armor limit, because it's, you know, the damage is happening so rapidly. It also affects like Brimstone, which hits like, if not instantly, as close to instantly as is feasible multiple times. It's like fractions of a second. Yeah, but if you have like a high rate of fire that's not instant, like 5 with like say 20 damage, you can do a ton of damage really easily without ever hitting that cap. So the DPS cap in this game, besides the like 2 things that ignore it, is actually pretty intense in limiting how fast you beat bosses, and therefore like defense is so much more valuable. Long way to say something that everybody knew and was pretty obvious from the start. I think a DPS cap, a damage per second being a hard number, is just, even though it's kind of obnoxious sometimes. Oops, that's not gonna do anything. When you have a really good weapon and you actually have to slow down to not waste ammo. Like watching speedrunners like shoot their gun at less than as fast as possible so that they don't pass the DPS cap. It's like, it seems silly, but I'd rather have that than just have a freaking super armor that can only take a certain amount per tick, whatever the tick is, regardless of all other stats. God damn it. Making me waste my shit. How am I down to 1 blank? Did I get hit at some point? Or did I use a blank stupidly? Alright, that was my elder blank again. Dude, fuck. Shop's right there. My green chest. Come on, 2 keys. 2 keys for sale. 1 key. Alright. Close. Very close. Just 1 freaking key. Well, I guess 1 key would actually do the same as no keys, except I'd have a new weapon. And there's always potentially bullet hell keys. What's up? What are you trying to do? You're trying to fix that one so it fixes the one you did? I don't know. I guess Xanther. Xanther did the original one, right? Go away, fire. I've been playing too stupid to, like, roll through this fire. Too stupidly. Wait, but you mean by his working and yours not? Do you mean the issue with having to like adjust the screen size or whatever? Oops. Well. Not that big of a deal. There we go, there's a third fucking key. Yeah. No, you ass of a game. I should have fucking gone and got this right away. There's absolutely no benefit to waiting. I'm a goddamn dummy. Oh shit, I don't have any protection. Okay, now I do. Dude, stop this one. Alright, don't have any protection. Wow, that fills up so fast. Those bullets are ricocheting off of the spaceship. Oh fuck. I almost lost it there. Almost lost my thing using that blank to kill that guy. One, it's an extra gun. Two, I got some coolness. If a chest drop in bullet hell, I'd rather be prepared for it. Reloading sucks during that. It's one of those things where it's like best practices. The absolute best practice would have been go get the A key before going into a treasure chest room, you goddamn ninny. Especially since I could have like teleported there and back right outside of the room. However, we got a lead god. Looks like this. I would have liked to get... That's not really worth anything. That's not really worth anything at all. That's worth negative things. Give this ammo, then we're just gonna go. Do you think on the if you make a simple stats thing? Oops. Do you think you could make it where you could turn off some of the other stats, like put speed stat? Like if I went in and typed speed on, speed off, reload on, reload off, it would tell me what those stats are. Because there's sometimes where I'm gonna like get a bunch of cool speed ups, and I want to be like, I want to know what the speed is, because like it's really cool to be able to see that at the start of the Eden runs. But you know, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of those, not yet at least. And again, don't stress yourself out. Don't put too much work in it. If it's going to be stressful. God, the threshold of 7 is just ridiculous. There we go. Get out of here. As soon as you hit 7, it's like at least one jammed enemy a room. You know, I think they fixed, at least to some degree, maybe not perfectly, I think they fixed the wall's hunger for bullets. Like, shooting big bullets used to go straight for the wall, no matter what, no questions asked. But it feels like it's a little bit more intuitive now, or a little bit more, like, aware that you're not aiming for the wall. I haven't had a lot of, like, stout bullets or fat bullet runs. But I'd imagine they fixed it there too. Kind of an assumption though. Whoa, game? Yes. Blanks are our best defense. Hey, there we go. That's some more very useful hegemony credits, which we need and love. The hexagon is one of my all-time favorite freaking bullet hell weapons. I don't use it ever pretty much on other floors. I guess because I don't approach other floors as like methodically. I kind of just burn through them even at this point. But I play bullet hell a lot more defensively. Like, I'm never trying to rush bullet hell. It's nice when it happens and I can get through a bullet hell quickly, but I am never trying to rush it. I'm also like, I think I've had the greatest amount of struggle with it, so I'm kind of on my toes no matter what. See, this is why we got the freaking A key. Yeah, so we can get the Colt 1851. America's favorite weapon. Nope. Wrong way. Get out of here, chicken. all the other ones out of here first. Then we'll focus on Big O. There was a cartoon that was essentially like Batman with mechs, I think, called Big O, or Big O. Which I thought was about orgasms, honestly. Like, I don't know why I honestly thought it was, but like, at that point of my teenagehood when that was on Toonami, I was like, this has gotta be some sort of orgasm pun. Why was it called Big O? I don't think I watched the show very closely because it was like, oh, this is Batman, but he's got a robot instead of a cape. It's a rich guy who fights crime on his own terms. He's Batman, we get it. Combines everybody's fascination with the wealthy with also being beat-em-up puncher guy. Damn. Hey, we found the thing. We're not going to use it at all, though. Weird. Alright. What are we using? I guess this. I don't really know what the damage is like on this thing. I know that that's like big damage, but I don't know how big. And I guess it has to hit to do any damage. Ah, this thing is fine. But it can also hit multiple times, and it kind of curves back to its target, so yeah, I think this is fine. God damn. This is a green chest gun? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's half of the clip, but fuck. The hardest boss in the game, in terms of health, I guess. Let's just focus. Miss 0 times. Dude, I don't think he should be able to... oh, wait. I have perfect protection against that. Besides the owl, I have the best, yeah, protection against that. I'm gonna keep treating all of these bosses like, well, okay. Here's what I was about to say before, you know, hubris set in. I'm gonna try to beat these bosses without using Full Metal Jacket. Hey, Cyper Alexi, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I got a pretty damn near ideal run going right now. That was probably actually faster. Oops, that was the wrong thing to do. Okay. Well, fuck. Timed everything I could wrong there. I swear to God. You've been raging at games? That was good. We got Let God Lich Flawless because we had Full Metal Jacket and Elder Blank. But every time I say, I'm gonna try to do this thing, I then fuck it up. I was just about to say on the oubliette, like, oh, I haven't been hit a single time yet. And then I jumped into a pit 3 times. No, twice. No, 3 times on that floor. Like, it's insane. It's insane how as soon as I talk about my performance, I do the opposite. But it doesn't work the other way if I'm doing poorly. If I'm doing shit, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing so shitty, I need to rein this in, I will just continue doing shitty. Like, oh, that's why the robot, or the spaceship was doing so much damage. It's because I had the banner. I totally forgot about it. Anyway, good run.